Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I have my Project Use It Up update. We are in the middle of September, which is when I like to kind of relook at all of my Project Use It Up items, what I had already finished off, what I'm adding in, and I like to do it in the middle of the month just so you guys aren't seeing like the same empties as my empties videos. You're getting kind of a sneak peek of what's going to be in my empties for the end of this month, and you're going to see some things you saw in my last empties, if that makes any sense, because that's what makes sense in my head, so you guys aren't seeing like the same stuff and it doesn't seem like the same video. But we have a lot of really good progress, a lot of things that I didn't touch, I will say. Not a lot, but some things I didn't really make much progress on, but we're actually just going to move those things out of this project because I didn't reach for them, and there's other things that I want to add in, and that is the fun of it for me, and why I'm doing it in the middle of the month, because guess what? I'm just not in the mood, and I have so much stuff in my collection that I would rather just move on and grab for things that I want to use that still need usage in my collection, because I have a fairly large collection, if you can't tell, and you're only seeing a very small glimpse of it behind me, and I need to reorganize this room because it is a freaking train wreck. But yes, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into, I have literally stuff like surrounding me because I'm trying to make it make sense in my head so I don't confuse you guys or myself. But I hopefully don't confuse you guys because I'm already confused because I literally have stuff everywhere. Okay, let's go ahead and start with the items that I have finished off. Like I said, they're all over so that it makes sense to me, but things that I finished off, I'm just going to tell you, this is the stuff that I already showed you guys my empties, so I have it over here. I completely finished off this Open Sky body cream. It was up here at last month's update, and we completely finished it. So that is great. I love Open Sky, but I definitely wanted this one-off product out of my collection to move on to other things, so I'm happy with that. Finished off Watermelon Blast, which I'm so happy about. I have the last marking up here. I can't believe that it was that full, but I guess, it's been a while since I finished this. I feel like that's not how this worked. Apparently it is. That's the last marking I have. So yeah, I finished that off. Very happy because I did not like that watermelon scent. I was so over it. I finished off my perfume. I think the marking was like right here, so like I had it like a little bit left, and I completely finished off this Miel Bebe perfume. Would not repurchase that. Finished off my Goose Creek lotion. We were down to here, but this was very watery, so I want to say it was easy to use up because it was watery, but like a little bit went a long way at the same time, so I'm happy that that's done. And then I finished off both of my fine fragrance mists from this collection. The lavender was there, and I know that I finished that much off because I like spray through this like water. Like, I am obsessed with lavender fragrances, so this was so easy for me to finish off. Something that wasn't so easy was this apple, because I was so sick of this, and I've said it time and time again in the videos that I've been filming recently because that's how sick of it I am. This was right here, and then I went ahead and finished it off. And then moving on to stuff that you haven't seen that I finished off, the Tropidelic mini little set that I had, the mist and the body cream, completely finished those off, so I was super happy about that. I do have more minis of Tropidelic, but I believe that was my second set of it, so just happy to move through some minis for sure. I finished off my Finery Pistachio Please perfume. A little bit sad about this because I did absolutely love this fragrance. It definitely makes me want to look into Finery more as a brand, but I did purchase some perfumes recently from the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale. Let me know if you guys want to see a video. I'm kind of just planning on doing one in general, but let me know if you guys are interested, so it kind of gives me a push to film it. Of like my haul of everything that I got from 21 Days of Beauty, because today is the last day. I'm wondering if tomorrow they'll do like a full site-wide like 21 Days of Beauty sale where like everything that's been on sale will be on sale again, because it changes every day. Anyways, I did buy some perfume, spoiler alert, but I finished this off. It was up here, and then I completely finished it, so I did really like that, but I'm happy that it's gone. I finished off my Sol de Janeiro mist. I didn't update you guys on this last month. I told you it was like roughly down to here, but I had it in my work bag, so that marking is absent, but it was down here, and now it's completely finished. So definitely happy to have that gone. I do really like Sol de Janeiro, but I just don't feel like they're worth the money. I purchased that for my birthday. I don't know if it was last year or the year before. I want to say it was last year. Maybe the year before. I'm not sure. But I had a gift card. I think I had a coupon, so I got it for a very deep discount. So, you know, I'm happy that I got to try the real deal because I try so many like dupes, but I wouldn't repurchase that fragrance because it's so easily duped. There are some other Sol de Janeiro scents though that do interest me, but it would have to be, again, a deep discount. I finally finished off my Tree Hut duo here. I had Coco Colada in the sugar scrub and the body butter. I've said multiple times, I've said that the body butter is too thick. I definitely can't wear it in the summertime. It has been somewhat warmer here. It's like high 70s, low 80s, honestly. It's pretty warm still in the middle of September. Like this week, all is supposed to be fairly warm. But as long as it's not like the dead of summer, like if it's 80 degrees, honestly, this isn't horrible to wear. But I actually really, really enjoyed this. Like, obviously I always enjoy the scrubs, like I just do, but the body butter, like it just made my skin feel so nice that I'm honestly like craving another one. Like I want to use the body butter. It just feels so nice, and I do really like the scent. I don't think the scent lingers any longer because it's a body butter versus like a Bath & Body Works body lotion or something like that. But just the experience of using it actually has been really nice. So I'm just going to like foreshadow what you're going to see me add into the project. But yes, I enjoyed this and I'm very happy that I put it in my project. I completely finished this. This was brand new last month, which I'm just shocked, but I loved this and adored this. Kind of sad because it's the only thing that I had in this fragrance. I might have a mini somewhere, but I would just fly through that as well. This has no marking because I finished off the entire thing, if I didn't already say that. But this is fresh vanilla blossoms, and it had suede petals, soft sandalwood, and vanilla bean. It smelled like a musk fragrance to me, and I just adored it. I loved every second of this, but I went through it so fast. I don't think I've ever in my career of Bath & Body Works collecting and like using up of things, I don't think I've ever gone through something this quick. So I wouldn't seek it out on like Mercari, even though I loved it so much, because one, I have so many things, and two, it just didn't last super long. It was just the initial experience that made it totally worth it for me, but it wasn't like long lasting or anything. It was still just another Bath & Body Works fine fragrance mist, but I really enjoyed the scent of that. Is that everything for empties? I think it is. That is everything. So now we will go on to updates, and I'm going to try and again not confuse you guys or myself. Okay, for updates, let's go through things that I just didn't touch. I did not touch the Zara Red Temptation perfume. It just didn't happen. We're gonna keep it in the project. Okay, we're gonna keep it in the project, so it's gonna go back in the bin. Okay, the Love Always Wins, I did not touch. I debated this one, but I think we are going to pull it out of the project. I just could see myself using that maybe on vacation. I do go to the beach in November. There's other things I'd rather use, so we're pulling that out. We are also pulling out this little, I was going to use it as like a set, but the Ice Pear Margarita lotion and shower gel, didn't touch. Too summery. I'm just going to hold off on it until next year. I know it's from 2019 and 2020, so I'm just holding off. And then the Gingham Fresh, I'm just not interested in using that right now, so we're going to put it back in the collection, and I'm okay with that. I have made up my mind. I'm okay with it. Sorry, somebody's texting me about work tomorrow because I forgot to answer her. Blueberry Sugar Pancakes, I didn't touch it, but I do want to use this, and I have a scent combination in mind, and I think that's why I didn't use it, because I didn't have anything that I wanted to pair with it. So yeah, keeping that in the project. I did not touch Snowy Citrus Swirl, and although It's Snowy Citrus Swirl. It's supposed to be like a winter citrus. I am just taking it out of the project for now. I know it's something that has a little bit of usage to it. Hopefully I can come back around to it. It's just right now it's not for me. I did not touch Gingham Glow, but I'm going to keep this in the project. I just used this today, but not enough to make a marking on it. One, you cannot see through the packaging, but two, I feel like this is going to be something I'm just going to have to like make a lot of progress so that I can like feel where it's at, or just completely use it up. But I'm going to keep it in the project. I used it today. It is actually very strong. I can't tell you if it like lingered. I didn't really test that. I just sprayed it and like almost choked myself out of my office because it was so strong. And I heard people in the hall say that it smelled really good. But yeah, I have like one usage on it. You know, I'll mark it just because I'll forget this at next update. We're going to mark it right there because I'm sure I used at least that much. So we'll keep that in. Okay, so Luminous, these are things that I made progress on. Luminous, I did use like one time. So we went from there down to there. That is the new marking. So I'm hoping to finish this off next month. I feel like with minis, I either go like really hard and like just finish off the whole thing, which I kind of want to do moving forward with some of these minis, but this is just a scent that like I didn't know what to pair it with, but like I said, we have things that we're adding, so hopefully I just get that completely finished off because I could finish it in a couple days. Japanese Cherry Blossom, I still have it right here. This is another thing I just need to just hit it hard, get it done, and move it out. So I'm just gonna keep it in the project. I know it's been like 2 months of no usage on that, but we'll get there. I think we'll get there. Cocoa Peach. I actually had this set aside in my little bin, my big bin actually. I was like, you know what, I'm putting it back in my collection. I just don't want to touch it. But then the past couple days, because it's been fairly warm, I just hit it hard. So literally it's only been like 3 or 4 days, but I made this much progress there in the mist, and we're going to keep it in rotation just because this week's warm. And this lotion, I want this lotion out of my collection. I honestly want both the mist and the lotion out of my collection. But really, now that I've made some progress on the lotion, let's just go. Let's get it done. Even if it starts getting a little chilly, just get it done, Paige. So we're like halfway. And I like make sure my entire body's moisturized to make a lot of progress on this. So I'm telling you, like, all this progress is in like 3 or 4 days. So let's just get it done. I did not touch the Clinique My Happy Blue Sky Neroli, but this is such a small perfume. I'm just going to keep it in and hope that I can reach for it. The Cocoa Daisy Mademoiselle Timu thing, I actually have been using a good bit of this. So it was completely brand new, and now we only have that much left. I will finish this off by next month. Another thing, the Charli D'Amelio perfume, I was going to pull this out because I had no progress, but I believe there's a peach note in this, and it pairs just fine with the pink body care. So I'm going to keep it in the project. If I end up finishing that and not this, you know, we'll see what happens, but I have a little bit of progress, so we'll keep it in. The Brazil Nut Trader Joe's body wash, sorry, there's hair on it and it's gross. Made a little bit of progress. You know, I was using the Cocoa Colada from Tree Hut, so we made some progress, but I would like to get that out of the collection. I did use the Tropic Glow body oil one time, which was enough for me, so there's a little marking there. This is just something I would rather just keep in the project. If I reach for it, it's visible, then I reach for it and I use some of it. I just don't want to put it back in my collection. My Fresh Coconut Colada Mist, I don't think did I update you guys last time? I might have. Maybe I did. I had this in my work bag, so I don't reach for it like in the morning or at night, which is when I use my stuff for a majority of the time, but I did reach for it while I was at work, a good bit actually, and it's because I was using Cocoa Colada, and then I would use like the Sol de Janeiro, or I don't know, I was mixing other things. I just used this at work, and I got a lot of compliments on this, but I don't think it's because it was like long lasting. I think it's just because I literally would spray it in my office and then walk out onto the floor, and then the nurses would say like, oh my gosh, like you smell so good, whatever. But yeah, I've actually kind of been enjoying this, and now I only have a little bit more to go. We can finish her off, so we're keeping it. This apple shower gel is almost done. I thought today would be the shower. I just got out of the shower, but not. I think tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the last day, and I've been using this with the pink body care because it's like a fruity scent just to get this done. The lavender, we are down to here. So this initial marking here was actually, it flipped this way. Yeah, but now it's upside down to here. So we're very close on this, but this is not an issue for me to use up. I've just been trying to reach for that apple more so to get it just finished off. This coconut vanilla, it is half coconut, half vanilla. I would say it's like a very even combination of the scents. But I feel like with some more like vanilla leaning perfumes or mists, I can finish this off even though we're going to get into the colder months and it has so much progress. This was last month, this is now. I can finish this off. So we're going to keep it in the project. I have to use a lot of this to get the like sudsiness that I want anyway. It just dripped on me. So we're keeping that in. So that's everything progress wise. I will say I did have almond blossom in the introduction from last month. Sorry, I need to stop talking with my hands. Some people have commented on that before. I added the almond blossom mist in body lotion. I did do a whole body application like of both of them, and then I realized that scent is not what I remember it to be. I just don't like it, and I looked on Mercari, and I don't want to say like I'm trying to like make money off of it. I just see that other people, like, it's obviously something that is very wanted. The prices were a little ridiculous on there. I would rather sell it, one, make a little bit of money, but two, give it, like, have somebody else be able to purchase it and use it because it's a discontinued fragrance that they'll probably, maybe they'll bring it out some SAS. It is, like, a very liked fragrance. I just didn't enjoy it as much as I remember and as much as I thought I would, so I would rather sell it. So I put it aside to hopefully one day list on my Mercari when I get, like, the motivation to do so. But yeah, so if you want that, it's probably going to be listed on my Mercari sometime in the future, but I'm taking it out of the project because I'm not going to like hate pay on something. It's not that I hate it, I just don't enjoy it, if that makes any bit of sense. Let me take a drink before I get into what we're adding. And I will say some of the stuff that I'm adding, only a few things, I've already started to work on. I just had to bring things into the collection or into the project, or like in my bathroom. I had to bring them into my bathroom to make fragrance combinations for some of the things. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I just started using stuff. So now we're going to like officially add it. Sorry, I'm going to, I don't know what that did for you guys, but I just had to turn my brightness up because I think my phone was like dimming itself. Have you guys ever had that happen with Apple or like iPhones? It dims the screen like automatically to adjust to whatever the lighting is, and I was seeing myself in a very dark light and it was driving me nuts. Okay, now we're good, ready to go. Let's roll on into what I'm adding, which I'm so excited. I get a little nervous though because like, what if I don't touch these things? What if I just don't care to use it? That's the glory of doing these updates every mid-month because I can just take it out. Or if I don't use it, I don't use it, and we'll use it the next month. I just like to have options. So these are my options. Okay, starting off, we're adding some Tree Hut, okay? One, I don't have any body scrubs in my shower, and that's a problem. And two, you guys know I was saying about the body butter. So I actually have this Cherry Rave. I have it in the body butter. I have it in the body scrub, which is completely sealed, and I have it in the shower gel or the body wash. I believe I have 2 whole trios of this. So I feel like going into the fall, even if it's still a little warm, it's a fruity scent, but in my eyes, cherry is very much like fall. So I have 2 whole sets of this. So let's bring one in to the project and hopefully make some usage. I'm so excited to use this body butter. I just put my nose in it, but it smells so freaking good. I love cherry, so I'm so excited about this. I have used the body washes in the past. They are a little bit runny, so I feel like you just like notoriously use a lot of it. That's just my experience, but yeah, I feel like it's gonna take probably more than a month to go through these items, but I'm okay having them for a little while. So they are all brand new. And then I'm going to use this Black Cherry Merlot Fine Fragrance Mist. I actually have like the newer packaging. This is an older packaging from, I want to say it's like 2017 or something. I can't see the numbers on this, but I know it's older. But because I need a mist to go with this, this is perfect. So I'm going to use my older one before I bring in the newer one. So yes, that is the cherry routine that I will be adding. And that body butter, for some reason, feels like really light compared to what I remember the Coco Colada. And it almost looks more whipped. Like, let me just show you real quick. So I don't know if they like change the consistency or something. You're not going to really be able to tell. It just looks more whipped to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just losing my mind. But it just feels light. So maybe I'll go through it really quick. I don't know. If I don't, it's fine. I'm also going to add the Tree Hut Velvet Coffee Body Scrub. A lot of people had a lot of negative comments to say about this. I feel like I've used one before, like already, like used one up, and I have one or two still in my collection. I like it. It has a little bit of an off scent, but I really just get coffee. There is something a little bit weird in there that kind of smells like maybe spoiled milk a little bit. I don't know, but I think I mostly get coffee, and if I think coffee, I get coffee when I smell this, but I have some different routines in here in mind that this coffee will go perfect, and I want something other than my fruity one. But then I also want something different than Tree Hut. So I'm going to add this Dove Scrub. I actually have two more, this is the third one, in this older packaging. Yeah, they reformulated and like have a different packaging. I don't know if they reformulated. I'm lying to you. Don't take my word for that. I know they like made a new package. It's a different package. So I would like to get the old packaging out just because I fly through these. I do really enjoy the grit of it. It's totally different than Tree Hut, but sometimes that's what I'm going for. I want something a little bit lighter. I do have the Crumble new packaging of the Dove. So let's just get the old ones out of the collection. So I'm going to use this one. This is crushed almond and mango butter. It is on the fruitier side, but I think I can use it. Even if I have to use it with some gourmand stuff, it's not going to be the end of the world. But there is like the packaging or the product has like shifted in the package a little bit. But I just feel like this is something that's going to be easy to get through, and it's honestly looking a little dry. So I don't know how long I've had this. I think I got it on Amazon, and I feel like it hasn't been that long. I don't know. I don't need to keep it in the collection, and let's just use it up. Okay. Let's go through minis. So you guys are going to see a video, I don't know when I'm posting it, of a declutter that my really good friend Caroline did, and she gave me some stuff that had some usage to it already. So these two minis I'm pulling into the project because they have usage on them and a good bit. So this pink or Paris Amour, oh my gosh, what am I doing, is down to here. So this might take like 2 days, if that, maybe even one. So we're just gonna put it in to get it used up. Velvet Sugar is here. I think I can use that up in a day or two. And then things that were already in my collection that I just want to use up. Marshmallow Pumpkin Latte. This is from 2021. I used to be an avid Marshmallow Pumpkin Latte girl. And then I kind of think I got myself burnt out on it. But I still love it. And I'm just kind of sad that they didn't bring it back. If they would have brought it back, would I have bought it? Maybe not. But it's kind of sad. Like, just being a Bath & Body Works, like, lover, it kind of upsets me that they didn't bring it back. But maybe we'll see it. I don't know. I guess Fall 3 is supposed to come out September 29th is what I heard. So we'll see. But I want to use this up because I just feel like it's the time. It's the time. So, yeah. We're going to use that. Then I have Cozy Vanilla Bourbon, just to add some vanilla, and I feel like this would be easy to go through. Then I have two Halloween minis. I have Girlfriend and Vampire Blood, which are both completely brand new. because this is the middle of September, the next update won't be until the middle of October, and I also just filmed a Halloween video that I will post on October 1st or somewhere around the beginning of October. But these are the only two minis of regular fine fragrance mist that I have. I have the Diamond Shimmer Mist, but I don't need to hold on to these till next year. I have both of these in full size too, which I will be showing you. But yeah, I just want to use these minis. If I put these in my work bag while I use the full size at home, I feel like that's probably the best route for me to go, but we will see. So I'm adding these two minis. Like I said, with full sizes, I'm going to add Girlfriend. It's a fruity fragrance. I can use it with a lot of my different fruity things, but it's also Halloween. So it will be perfect to get us into the beginning of October and get us in the spooky mood. So Girlfriend, it's a strawberry fragrance. It smells really good, and these are both brand new, but I think I should make some pretty good progress on them. This is probably going to be the fullest basket I have had yet. I'm a little bit scared, but you know what? It's fine. Vampire Blood. Another one. It's fruity. It's vampire blood, so it's Halloween. But it's a body cream that I want to get used up, and I feel like I can start using this now if I wanted to. Obviously, I have some things that I need to hit a little bit harder first to get them finished off, but then this will be the perfect, like, introduction into my shower, into my bathroom, into my routine. I'm sorry, I still have this stupid cold, and I really wish that I could breathe again, because isn't it crazy? I know, what am I saying? But isn't it crazy how, like, you forget what it's like to breathe normally? Whenever you're sick, you're like, oh my gosh, I wish I could just breathe. That's where I'm at right now. I sound crazy. Okay. Let's just talk about the last two Halloween things. Everlasting Magic and Midnight Spell. I want to use these more so at the end of October, but if I need something to reach for, they'll be available. So I'm going to put these in the project. I'm telling you guys, this basket, it doesn't even fit all this stuff. Did I go too hard? I might have. But you know what? I don't know what mood I'm going to be in, so I want to add some gourmands. So let's talk about gourmands. I have Cinnamon Donut Swirl. This did not release with a fine fragrance mist, but it's cinnamony. It smells delightful. Oh, it smells so good. But I don't have anything super warm and cozy, and what if we have like a super, super cold couple nights? I need this. So we're adding this. I'm also adding Bonfire Bash because I feel like this is the perfect like campfire scent. I'm really sad I don't have this in a mist, but the mini that I showed you, oh my gosh, what is it? Cozy Vanilla Bourbon, I'm going to pair it with this. So even if I just use this a couple times to finish off that mini mist, that will be an accomplishment in my eyes. Oh, this smells divine. And I will just say, going with that, even if I finish off the mist, I just purchased this, but I really, really wanted like a vanilla perfume because I really didn't have any, although I have perfumes and I need to use them up. I needed a vanilla. So I just recently got this from TJ Maxx for $16.99. It's the Sand and Fog Vanilla Musk. I've been on that side of TikTok about Sand and Fog perfume oils. This is a perfume oil, but I've already made, I think that's a good bit of progress for literally just purchasing it, if you can see where it's at. This smells so good. And unlike the last perfume oil that I used up in my project, I think that might be the first ever perfume oil, if I remember correctly, that I've used, or at least the most recent, but I haven't used very many, if that's not the only one. But this applicator is a lot easier than that last one, so it goes on nicely. I feel like it lasts a good while. I'm very happy with my purchase on this. For 17 bucks, I think I made out, but this actually smells so close to Bonfire Bash that I could just use that, like literally just these together, and that would be heavenly. Or I could just throw in a random mist and just help use things up and make different scent combinations, but this smells very similar to Bonfire Bash. So I'm adding that in the project because I needed a vanilla perfume. So that's what I purchased, and now I have a vanilla perfume. My hands are so sticky, so I need to like stop touching my hair. Okay, I'm adding Marshmallow Pumpkin Latte in the lotion. I used this, I don't know, a year or two ago. I'm gonna mark it right here. I know there's some product there, but it's like sunk down in the middle. This is going to go perfectly with the mini fine fragrance mist, of course, and I can use it with vanilla musk. I can use it with cinnamon donut swirl. If I finish that lotion before the shower gel runs out, I can use this. So many different options, but I want to finish this off because there's already usage on it and it's from 2020, so it can go. I'm telling you, we literally don't have any more room in the basket. Like, if you guys could see it, I probably won't even be able to lift it up, and I need to take a thumbnail picture. Anyways, I'm going to add this Sugar Cookie Sweet and Shimmer, but it's a hand lotion, but I'm going to use it on the body. I've tried to use this up before. It's actually the whole way down here. This is from Ulta. It's like the Ulta brand that they released for Christmas, where you like pick 10 items for, or 5 items for $10, something like that. I don't know. I've just had this lotion forever and I'm never going to use it on my hands, so I'm hoping I can try to use it on the body. We'll see. I'm just going to add it. If I end up using it and I hate it on the body, like I hate the way it feels, I'll just throw it out, and, or I guess I'll update you and then throw it out. I'm going to put in these two from my friend Caroline as well that she decluttered because they have usage. Beautiful Day, really just because that's like literally a couple days of usage. I don't like Beautiful Day, really. I'm not even gonna lie, I just don't like it. But I don't want to put this in my collection and wait till next summer. I just want to finish it off and get rid of it. Very happy that she gave it to me though. I'm honored, but we don't need it. Country Apple though, I really am excited to use this. It's apple, it's gonna be perfect for the beginning of fall. But they just released this in a repackage for Members Fest or whatever. I feel like it's definitely going to be at semi-annual sale, and I want to use the rest of this so that I can get a good feel for if I feel like I need a new fine fragrance mist in Country Apple, because who knows when it's going to come back out again, because it's been a couple years. But now that they brought it back, I want to make sure it's something I want or I don't want. I want to solidify that answer. So we're going to finish that off, hopefully. I'm just adding more stuff because why not? Yeah, I'm gonna add this Victoria's Secret set. This is Vanilla Orchid Sandalwood. This is a creamy body wash, and this is a hair and body mist. I really love the mist on this. It's just like, oh, I don't know, I love it. So I'm just really excited to use this, and I have this in the pink one, the coconut milk one. I just recently got them. Oh, that smells so freaking good. So yeah, I really want to use them, so that's why I'm adding them, because I'm excited to use them. I am going to add this. I think I've had this in a project before. I can literally taste that mist. I've had this in a project before. I have a lot of this fragrance, and I never use it up because I don't know why. I don't know why. But this has been in my bathroom for a very long time, and I have duplicates of all these items. So I'm really hoping I can make some progress, because I've already used this a couple times recently, which is why I want to bring it in, because I think like maybe late last week, I just reached for it. I don't know, I wanted to use it and I did. So I really hope I can make like actual progress on this and not take it back out of the project like I've done time and time again. But this is Very Sexy Orchid by Victoria's Secret. I love this fragrance. I really, really do. I feel like the fine fragrance mist, a lot doesn't come out when you spray it. Like the nozzle's super weird. So I feel like it's hard to go through. Like I could spray and spray and spray and just not a lot comes out. So I don't know. I feel like that's why it's so hard for me, and then I get discouraged and I pull it out of a project or out of the bathroom or whatever. Yeah, so we're right there. I'm like, my mouth is dry. I'm talking so much. The lotion, we're actually fairly far down, and this packaging is so dark you can barely see, but right there's the marking that I have. So I have even more progress on the lotion than the mist, and I feel like that's somewhat rare for me, but the mist, it's just so hard to spray. Then this perfume, I have another one of these full-size perfumes too, but it is down to here. So like the top of the packaging is wider than the rest of this, so I feel like I can go through this fairly quickly, and I feel like I could pair this with like Everlasting Magic. Maybe I'll even pair it with a cherry fragrance from Tree Hut. I don't know. but I'd like to get it used up because I've just had it for a while. This Cozy Sunday Morning, this was gifted to me by Sonia. I was so appreciative of this. I love this fragrance. But Bath & Body Works has realized that lavender is a heavy hitter, I feel like. A lot of people like it. So this was kind of like one of its kind back in 2021 when it released. But now there's more things. So I am not going to miss it as much as I would have if I used it when I had like first received it from her. I still love the fragrance, but there's just things that are more comparable to it now, maybe that I even like more. But I pulled this into my bathroom because I needed something to finish off the lavender shower gel. And even when I finish that, I can use this with other things. I do really like this fragrance still, but I made that much progress. But this is where we're adding it into the project at. So I feel like this will be no issue to use up, pair with different things. I'm very excited about it. And then this is the last of it, I promise. I think. Let me not say that yet. This Copper Fields. I feel like I saw somebody recently. It's not like the image isn't coming up in my head, but something like sparked my interest to use this. So I had pulled it out of my collection, and I remembered that the label on this lotion got a lot of damage in the move. Something leaked on it, and it just made it like disintegrate. I just realized this body lotion says with shea butter and coconut oil. When did Bath & Body Works have coconut oil in their lotions? I don't remember that. But this has Harvest Sun, Fresh Wildflowers, and Bronzed Woods. And I feel like this is a really, really nice fall fragrance. And I feel like this collection didn't do great. A lot of people weren't super excited about it. But this smells... It smells really nice, actually. I'm just intrigued, and I kind of want to use it. So if I don't touch it this month, I'm completely fine with that. But if I do, maybe I'll really fall in love with it. I don't know. I'm very intrigued about this. So guys, that is my project Use It Up update, introduction of some new items. We've got a lot. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know what to put in my shower, what to put on my vanity. I have no freaking clue. I'm a little overwhelmed. I'm wondering if I dug myself into a hole. But you know what? There's some things that have so much usage that it's just going to be a couple days of using it and it's going to be gone. So that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know down below. Do you think I'm nuts? Do you think I'm even going to be able to touch half this stuff? I don't know. We'll see. Maybe next month will be like the best month of project Use It Up update. I don't know. I feel good about it. All right. I will see you guys next time. Bye.